Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Smash the like button if you want me to keep on making this content. Give me a comment if you guys want. Letting me know how you feel about this topic that we're going to be talking about today. So, get into work today, and there were some people there who I don't really spend a lot of time with, and somebody had made a comment about, I cry a lot. I cry every day. And it inspired me to make this video because I took, as soon as it was said, and then I took a second and I thought, wow, like, that used to be me. And I used to cry all the time. I wouldn't want to wake up. I wouldn't want to get out of bed. I had been very depressed, and I would never even say that I was depressed even to this day. Even though I have been diagnosed as severely depressed and severe anxiety that I don't medicate myself for. But I have found that whenever you really, really look into your mind and in your heart, you can really make a lot of change, a lot of good change within yourself. And I'm not even going into the medicine side of it and how some people need it, some people don't, whatever it is. Just saying that with the way that I feel about medicine, I chose probably, the longer path, the windy, windy, curvy path. And I feel like everything happened for a reason. That my eyes are open today and my brain is still fully functionable today because I'm supposed to be in this moment. That all of my past is what brought me to this beautiful place that I'm in. A lot of hard work goes into it. You got to always keep on working hard. Never stop working hard, obviously. I wanted to also get on here because it brought me back to times whenever I was crying every day, yes, but it also made me think, number one, when's the last time I cried? So I ask you guys, when's the last time you cried? And if you can also share a little bit, was it necessary? Was it something that really was that awful? And how did you get past it? So I have so many times in my life when I would really not want to be alive, and I'm sure that although, some people don't want to admit to it, look that far into themselves, I think it's something that we all have experienced at one time or another, whether it's sadness or fear or something that made you cry, I'm a firm believer of finding a place within your heart. And I'm 35 years old, and it's taken about 34 years. Really, 35 is monumental. I am so who I am, and it's not going to change. Now, it will change if I want it to. I have every single thing it takes to make me whoever I want to be, and so do you guys. I feel like we all do have reasons for why we have cried in our past, why we will cry again, obviously. But recently I haven't felt any sadness. I have no sadness. Was there some anger? We were talking about the ego, my other video. If you will watch that, go watch it, like it, comment. But that wasn't sad. That was a little frustration. Letting my ego get to me, It's all about me, all about me. But even that came and it went, and I was over it, But with sadness, it crushed me so long in my life, crying, and again, it's one of those things on the Hawkins scale. It's like those are the kind of low energies that I never will see in my life again. There's some discontentment in my life. I'm not going to say that everything is perfect. Of course, what is perfect anyway? But the things that took forever for me to get to, having my own place, being able to come and go as I please, no roommates, nobody to answer to at all. It's such a blessing to have that. And I worked really hard for this, so I'm so thankful. Not just the apartment, but some other things that took me forever to get and that I worked really hard for. So I imagine for anybody who's sad, take a good long look of where you are today and where you were and where you came from and how hard it was to just get to where you were. When you think that the world is against you, close your eyes and think within and find love, because it's all around you. Love is so all around all of us. A lot of times, whenever you're sad and you're down, that energy comes off and it kind of puts you into everybody else's opinion, as someone who has some work to do on themselves, someone who might not be too happy in life, might not be fulfilled in life. And you very well could be, I could be. Being sad isn't something that's supposed to not be talked about. Crying isn't something that you should be ashamed of. But yeah, you guys, whenever I heard it, I felt really, really bad. And there's somebody else that's going through a lot of stuff right now in my life. And it's a person that's really indirect in my life. But man, when I say walk your head like you walk your head, that's hilarious. Walk with your head held high, shoulders back. This woman does that. This person does that. The happiest person I know, to be honest. But they're having struggle right now, and it's making me feel sad for them. It's making me feel I can't do anything about it, and I know it's not my burden to carry, but I also empathize, and I know what it's like to be not necessarily in her specific situation, but I do know what it's like to feel like the world's falling down on you, This isn't the brightest conversation, and I don't want you guys to, get too lost in it. Don't ever go back. Don't ever look back, Maybe memories pop up, current situations happen, remind you of the past. And that's exactly what happened for me today. And that's why I'm bringing it up, because this is all okay. It's not something that we all have to be ashamed of. You are allowed to cry. But I say, when you cry, it's hard. It's hard to deal with. It's hard on yourself. So I say, make sure you shed your tears willingly, but also don't allow those tears to come unless they really, really, really is hurting you. The reason I say that is because you're strong, because you've worked so hard to be where you're at, like I said before. And I'm saying this to myself. I'm sorry that I'm not, really talking to me here, but I'm sharing it, and I want you guys to feel the same way, because man, I feel so good in life right now. And I'm not, trust me, there's a lot that I could look at and feel like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? How am I going to, I'll give you an example just because I want to be very real with you guys. I've had something wrong with my car for like the last 3 effing months. I know about it. I think about it every single time I get in the car because it's a noisy fucking problem. And I just am not getting it taken care of. And it's annoying the shit out of me. And I'm really kind of irritated with myself for allowing myself to get myself into a position to where something might really bad happen to my car. But you know what? Again, see, all things are universal. So I was telling you that there was someone else in my life that was having something going on in their life, and has to do with their vehicle. And because I can take that and say, oh my God, I can remember whenever I didn't even have a vehicle, but I can also take that and say, holy shit, I really need to value what I have and appreciate every single day that I have what I have, that I've worked so hard for. So find it within yourself, you guys. Find it within yourself. Take a moment. Don't let those tears come unless they really need to be relevant, that they really need to be here. Because once those come, it's harder to get back. It's harder to get back. I always say too, whenever it's really, really hard on you, think back whenever you were a kid and you didn't have any of these responsibilities, and try to replicate that feeling. Try to replicate that, whatever it was you can remember from your past, that can make you smile. You know, maybe it was something that you did with your family, your siblings. Maybe it was a time whenever someone fell down and it's, you know, I don't know. But I just wanted to shoot that out there, that it's okay to cry, but you got to keep your head high and your shoulders back and walk the world like you own it. Until next time, peace. Bye.